Hello there, my name is Hiroshi, and I'm here to talk about this concept called World Englishes. And before anything else, let's take a look at the name. So, we have more than one English language spread across the world. And then you might think, but that's common sense. We've got British English in the UK, Europe, and American English in the USA, America. And that's not wrong, but it's not exactly right either. These two varieties are included, but the concept is larger than that. You see, this concept, World Englishes, came to life in 1985 when this linguist called Cashrew realized that the English language that had spread throughout the world was having its ownership usurped. Now, before diving into that, let's head back in time for a little contextualization. It's the 16th century. We're in the age of discovery. The birthplace of the English language, now called the Kingdom of England, is quickly developing its naval technology, aiming to establish colonies overseas to expand its influence and gain power. A couple centuries later, and the Kingdom of England is now the Kingdom of Great Britain, and it's head of an empire with dozens of colonies. But it's about to lose a war, one that it will result in the loss of several British colonies at once in favor of the birth of a new English-speaking country, the United States of America. A couple centuries more, and now the British Empire is the largest empire in history. But that's the peak of its power and influence. World War II just ended, and although on the winning side, a new power is emerging and it's about to take the British Empire's place as the most powerful and influential, and its name, United States of America. Now, back to 1985, Cashrew just realized that all of these different peoples, non-native speakers with different social-cultural backgrounds, each confer the language unique contributions, be that phonological, synthetic, or lexical. And that's what means to usurp the ownership of English. As Cashrew would say himself later in 1992, English became a linguistic tool for various functions. Thus, World Englishes refers to all of the different varieties of English spoken throughout the world. The proposal is that the language isn't confined to US and UK. The social-cultural contributions from non-native speakers should be taken in consideration as well. Therefore, British and American Englishes should be part of a larger group of Englishes, along with Jamaican, Indian, Russian, and Brazilian, along with many other varieties of Englishes. Cashrew would even propose a model to categorize all these different varieties of English. It's called Cashrew's Circles, with 3 concentric circles, with native speakers such as Americans and British at the center in the inner circle, followed by countries that have English as an official language, such as Jamaica, India, or Singapore, most of them former British colonies, in the outer circle, and lastly, countries that use English as a lingua franca, like Brazil, Russia, and China, in the expanding circle. Then to sum it up, all of these different English speakers are owners of the language. It's still the same language, but there's communication, they exchange meaning. So World Englishes are basically different flavors of English.